Hey everybody out there, this is Seto Kaiba from your Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat channel, and today guys, I'm going to profile for you my Inzektor deck. I used to play my friend's Inzektor deck in high school, I think it was, or early college, my freshman year, when they first came out, back when Hornet was at 3 and Dragonfly was at 3, and all that shenanigans stuff going on. I mean, I always wanted to build a deck, but it was just, Hornet was too expensive and stuff like that, so I said, I'll just pass for now. But I always told God, the man upstairs, I said, if I ever pull a Hornet out of a pack, Inzektor Hornet, I will build the deck. Well, go figure what happens, guys. About 2 months ago, I go to my local Walmart, and they still have a Hanzo tin. I was like, oh, it's a Hanzo tin. It's on discount. It's 15 bucks. I was like, okay, I'll buy it. What the heck? I need a Max C, all that good stuff that comes with it. So I buy it, take it home, open it up, pull out one of the packs, and guess what comes out, guys? Yep, you guessed it. Inzektor Hornet. I pulled one. I was like, okay, I take that as a sign, so I'll build it. So that's why I built my Inzektor deck. So let's get started, guys, on the Inzektor profile, and I'll stop talking. So let's get profiling. So first off, guys, you have your one of main Inzektor monsters. You have Inzektor Hornet, Inzektor Dragonfly. Still good. It's still good with the Lavava chain play, which I'll go over later. Then you have your other one of Inzektors, Inzektor Hopper, Inzektor Gigamanus. I've recently been seeing people run more than one Gigamanus. I mean, that's player preference, but I mean, Inzektor Excalibur does just the same thing. So I don't know why you need to run more than one. And then you have your main engine, guys. You have your 3 Centipede and your 3 Ladybug. So you have your 3 Centipede and your 3 Ladybug. Happy they never hit this stuff, I mean, that would stop Inzektors from being a deck. But 3 Inzektor Centipede, you know what it does. And 3 Inzektor Ladybug just works well. That's your main engine of the deck, and that's all your Inzektors you're going to run. Then I run the Summoner Monk build. I feel personally that, I mean, I know Mystic Tomato can work in the deck and everything, but for me, my playing style, and the fact that you have a lot of spells, the Summoner Monk build is great because what you can do is you can go Summoner Monk, flip it to defense mode, get the Armageddon Knight out, use Armageddon Knight's effect, pitch Hornet to the graveyard. So you would pitch Hornet to the graveyard, and then you go for Lavava Chain, and you make Lavava Chain. So you would overlay, Lavava Chain, discard, and put an Inzektor Dragonfly on top of your deck. I find that play to be the best play, and it can make Inzektors really go off fairly fast. But that's why I prefer the Summoner Monk build over other builds of Inzektors. I think that's the most consistent. 2 Max Cs. You can use Max C if it's dead in your hand with, with Inzektor Imitation, Insect Imitation. So if Max C is dead in your hand, you can summon it, go Inzektor Imitation, and get your other Inzektors out you need. Or you can just use it for draw power. So it works well. And finally, for our last monster, we have Dad. Actually, I have to admit that Dad, this is like one of the best decks to run Dad in because you have so much graveyard manipulation with your dark monsters, equipping, Inzektors from grave and stuff. That Dad can come in handy a lot, and usually you can get Dad off most of the time. He's never been a dead draw for me for most of the time. Then you have your one-of spells, guys. You have Dark Hole, Book of Moon, Foolish Burial, and Allure of Darkness for drawing power. So those are all one-ofs. Then you have Inzekcalibur. I know I said that right. Inzekcalibur. Pretty much it creates the OTK, and you can use it just to power up your Inzektors and run over stuff if need be. But it's usually used for the OTK combo. Then you have 2 Insect Intimidation. This card is so old, and it's like the only deck I ever see insect monsters use. It's the only card I see Inzektor monsters use. It's an old card actually. If you looked at it, it actually says spell card. Excuse me, not spell. It says magic. Excuse me. It says magic. So that's how old these Inzektor Imitation cards are. If they say magic, you know they're old instead of spell. Then we have 2 Pots of Dualities. 3 is a little bit too much for me. I may put 3 in eventually. Remember, I took this to my locals this weekend. It's the first time I played the deck in over probably about, since they were at 3, everything was at 3. But yeah, I still like the deck and the playing style. I love it. But 2 Pot of Dualities comes in handy. 3 Mystical Space Typhoons. It's the only deck I'll ever run 3 Misties in the main, probably. Just comes in handy because you can pop your own Inzektor monsters. You have your 1-of traps thanks to the TCG ban list. Torrential Tribune works well with the deck. Compulsory Evacuation Device and Bottomless Trap Hole. Then you have your 1-of trap. I am currently teching this out, just trying it. It did save my hide a couple of times on when I was playing with my friends at locals this weekend, so that's why it's going to stay in the deck for now. But Dark Illusion pretty much states that it's a counter trap, and pretty much what it does is it stops dark monsters from being bottomless, torrential, compulsed, whatever it may be, popped by blaster. It just saves that monster from being blown up, and it also can be, you can put this down first turn, and they may waste an MST on it. So that's kind of like a 1-for-1, I would say. But it comes in handy. Has saved my ass countless times, and I'm trying it out. It works good in theory. 2 Call the Hornets to bring back your Centipede or whatever. 2 Fiendish Chains. 3 Threatening War. Threatening War is amazing in this deck. It can bide you time enough to get your play and combos set up. Because you guys have to remember, Inzektors are very combo-oriented, and they still are to this day. They're very combo-oriented. Now for the extra deck, guys. The extra deck is not complete. I am missing 1 card, and that would be Gaia Charger. Oops, excuse me. There's 1. So first off, we have for level 2s, we have Gachi Gachi. Then for level 3s, we have Tim Tempo, my drummer boy. Leviathan, excuse me. Wind up Zen Mines. Then you have Leviathan, just in case they banish. I keep Leviathan in the deck because I had run into problems, especially when I was playing with my friend's deck back when Macro Rabbit was a deck. More of a deck, more so. And plus, sometimes they do banish the Hornet. It has happened rarely, but sometimes you'll run into a rogue deck that flips up Macro with Defission. You're like, okay, we need to get back on Hornet. So that's why we keep Leviathan Dragon. 1 Gemini Pearl for just a big beat stick. 1 Abyss Dweller comes in handy. 1 Lavava Chain. Lavava Chain for that Lavava Chain combo. Very deadly, very good. 1 Maestro. 1 Pappy. 1 Gaga Cowboy for game. 1 Shark Fortress. 1 number 16, yeah, number 16 Volcasaurus. 1 Terrace. And finally 1 Adrius, just until I get Gaia Charger. But that's the deck, guys, and go Inzektors. I mean, I think they're still a good deck in this type of format. They're very deadly if played properly, and it can be very deadly if you pilot them properly. And you can side out pretty easy for other matchups you face. But I think they're still a good, well-rounded deck. I think they're one of those good, well-rounded decks that, as long as they're like this, and I don't think Konami can neuter the deck anymore. I think there'll be a good deck going forward into the future formats. But go Inzektors, guys, and until next time, take care, good luck dueling, have fun dueling, fight the main meta, and Seto Kaiba, guys. I'm out of here till next time, guys.